YouTube, Sayris13 here. Oh my God! Happy birthday to me!
This deck is unbeatable in my opinion.
YouTube, Sayris13 here. Like I mentioned before, after doing one of the top 32 guys, 3 dudes from our locals circuit made it into top 16. One of them being Kevin Hubbard, and he was running the Dark Worlds. So, congrats, by the way, on making it to top 16. That's pretty impressive, dude. So, show us what you were running.
So I played Dark World because it basically beats the water deck. Even though I lost to it in top 16, I had a game loss before that.
Oh, it's so dumb.
I did 2-0 3 different water decks, though, including Jeff Jones.
Cool.
Quite easily. So I played 3 Grapha, obviously, 3 Brow, 3 Snows, just the whole engine. Stuff everywhere. 2 Tour Guides. This is basically the best card in the deck other than Grapha and everything else. Right. I think it's the deck that uses this the best. I beat a macro rabbit deck just because I could make 2 Zen mains and I popped his macros. I 2-0'd a macro rabbit deck who drew 5. I play Silva because it's big. It's a DDV target. I just like it better than beige. I never want to draw beige. I hate beige so much. This guy won me so many games against Jeff Jones. I had his Zen mains out with nothing on it. I tribute summon this guy, DDV'd him for 6.
Nice.
It's pretty good. I play 3 Dark World Dealings. It's just the draw cards, really good. Drag Down. I wouldn't play a deck without Drag Down. It's the whole reason this deck's played. It's so good. Gates. I only play 2 upstarts because I need to make room for other cards. It's still needed though because if you have it in your hand with Drag Down, it's really good you set it. Yep. Standard, Dark Hole, Reborn, Foolish, Heavy Storm, Card Destruction. Now, I played up 1 Pot of Duality. It worked really well for when I had slow hands or for late game. Once I had a Graph on board, if I attack with it, if they don't do anything, I could then Pot of Duality after. Allure of Darkness. I played it because it's great. I can get rid of one of these Silvas if I don't want them. Right. I get things back with Tour Guide. Yeah, there's a few times, I sided out like probably about 60% of the time, but it's still really good. I like it a lot. Cool. For the traps, I played standard 2 Torrential, 2 Compulse. I was thinking about playing 3, but 2's pretty good. Played 1 of each virus because I don't ever want to draw 2. One of the only games I lost was because I sided in a DDV and I drew the second one. I drew 2 opening hand and I couldn't use them. I played 2 Bottomless. It's pretty good against basically everything. Good against agents, wind up, it stops their combos. It's really good against the water deck. They go Megalo, pop your back row, you just chain this to it. And suddenly they're in a bad spot. And I played Solemn. It's really great. You hit them with a virus and then obviously it's Solemn, right? Yeah. You know exactly what they're playing, or you just play around with it. Cool. For the side, basically you want to counter whatever they have. So you have 3 Raikos for back row, 3 MSTs for back row. That's for wind up, water deck, etc. For wind up, I didn't use this all day. I also didn't side these in at all. They're for the mirror match. Right. I guess I did use it in the mirror match. And dragons, I didn't use it at all, really. 2 Tragodia. This thing won me like 10 games. Sweet. I'd side out the drag downs if I was going second. Yeah. You side these in, side in the Tragodia. They never see it coming, you always hit them. Usually when it's game 2 or 3, you're playing a really slow game, you'll have 5 or 6 in hand at all times, you just drop this, and it's huge. It won me so many matches. That's cool. And yeah, it did, like they steal my Grapha and I dropped this, and I stole back my Grapha and OGK'd a guy. Nice. And for slow decks, I side in Card D for decks like Heroes, Chain Burn, weird things like that. I really like it.
Extra draw engine too, right?
I drew it. I played it against the 2 hero decks. It actually won me a match basically because it's just extra cards. It's so good, especially when you have so many deck cards against them. So it's really good inside. I probably wouldn't side them again though. I'd probably put, I don't know, something more useful in there. Probably take out a Smog. Everything else was great, but yeah.
All right, how about that extra deck?
Standard, that's needed. I used it. I actually only used it like 2 or 3 times, but the times I did use it, it won me the match. I used the 2 of those like every couple games.
It's so good.
Against Jeff Jones, I used both my windups, Zen mains. I made the one. He had used so many cards to get rid of it, and then next turn I made another one. And
sad face.
He had to check my graveyard to make sure I was playing. I didn't steal it from there.
Freaking top 8?
This
16.
Not bad.
This won me some matches. I didn't summon that at all. That made me beat Jeff Jones. I didn't use that. I didn't use either of those. I won a match with that. I didn't use any of these, but these were all used and won me matches.
Beautiful.
Otherwise, yeah, it's a really great meta deck.
Those guys are like backup guys, right?
Yeah, it was a really great meta deck. I thought it was a great call. If only I would have wrote my deck list right, it might have been different. Might have made it further.
That's how he ended up. He got a game loss.
Make sure that you write your deck list properly. Double check it, guys.
Let this be a lesson, kids.
Peace out.
Thanks, Kevin, man. That was awesome, and congrats.